North Korea's unsinkable destroyer, a tale of minor damage and major blame. In a plot twist that could rival the most convoluted soap opera, North Korea's state news agency KCNA has delivered a maritime melodrama for the ages. The saga centers on a 5,000-ton class destroyer, initially reported to have suffered catastrophic hull damage, a blow to national pride that had the Hermit Kingdom's propagandists working overtime. But in a sudden about-face that left even the most seasoned analysts blinking, KCNA retracted the dire claims on May 23, 2025, insisting the damage was not serious. Oh, and don't worry, the military committee has vowed to hunt down those responsible for this unpardonable criminal act with all the ferocity of a regime scorned. The initial hysteria, a ship on the brink. Picture the scene: Pyongyang's finest scribes hunched over their typewriters, crafting a tale of woe. The destroyer, a gleaming symbol of North Korean might, had been grievously wounded. Early reports painted a vivid picture of a vessel listing helplessly, its hull breached by some mysterious force, perhaps a rogue imperialist seagull or a particularly spiteful wave. The language was pure poetry: our glorious ship, a beacon of revolutionary resilience, lies battered by the treachery of unseen foes. The world held its breath, or at least pretended to, as the narrative took root. The retraction: much ado about nothing but wait. Cue the dramatic music and a spotlight on the KCNA spokesperson, Comrade Kim Flusterpants, a name we've generously invented for this satire. At a press conference that could have doubled as a comedy sketch, he stepped to the podium, sweat beading on his brow, and declared, reports of the destroyer's demise were greatly exaggerated. The damage is not serious, just a minor scratch, a trifling blemish on our unsinkable titan. The room erupted in silence, broken only by the sound of a foreign journalist choking on his skepticism. Unfazed, Comrade Flusterpants pressed on, the glorious destroyer remains a testament to our nation's unyielding strength, temporarily inconvenienced by a mere hiccup. Fear not, comrades, its spirit is as robust as our dear leader's resolve. One could almost hear the ship itself sigh in relief, its dented ego hastily patched with a coat of propaganda paint. The blame game, a criminal act of cosmic proportions, yet, in true North Korean fashion, a minor ding became a major scandal. The military committee, never once to let a good crisis go to waste, thundered into action. This is no mere accident, they bellowed in a statement dripping with gravitas. This is an unpardonable criminal act, a heinous assault on our naval honor. Sources close to the regime, read, our vivid imagination, suggest the culprit might be a hapless sailor who misjudged a docking maneuver, or perhaps a dolphin with a grudge. Either way, the committee's witch hunt is in full swing, promising justice as swift as it is theatrical. Those responsible will face the full might of our revolutionary wrath, Comrade Flusterpants added, his voice trembling with either rage or the effort to keep a straight face. No dent is too small to escape our vigilance. The absurdity was palpable. Imagine a firing squad assembled for a scratch that wouldn't even warrant a trip to the dry dock. The world watches, laughter through the skepticism across the globe, reactions ranged from raised eyebrows to outright guffaws. Classic North Korea, chuckled an anonymous diplomat, sipping coffee in a cushy Western office. One minute it's the end of the world, the next it's a paper cut. I'd applaud the creativity if it weren't so predictable. Social media lit up with memes. One depicted the destroyer sporting a band-aid and a brave smile, captioned, "Kissed it better." Another showed Kim Jong-un personally inspecting the wound, magnifying glass in hand, muttering, "This aggression will not stand." Even rival navies couldn't resist a jab. A fictional US admiral quipped, "If that's severe damage, I'd hate to see what they call a fender bender. Maybe we should send them some bumper stickers. My destroyer can beat up your destroyer ought to do it." The bigger picture, a fragile facade beneath the hilarity, lies a kernel of truth. This is North Korea's playbook in action. Exaggerate a minor hiccup into a national emergency, then backpedal with bombast to save face. The destroyer's dent, likely caused by a training mishap involving an overzealous crew member or a rogue aquatic mammal, became a convenient distraction from thornier issues like empty stomachs and crumbling infrastructure. It's a floating metaphor for a regime that thrives on bluster, where even a scratch is spun into a saga of heroism and betrayal. Was the whole affair a test of international gullibility? A flex of narrative control? Or just a slow news day in Pyongyang? Whatever the intent, the destroyer sails on, its hull slightly less pristine, its crew probably praying for calmer waters. As for the criminal masterminds behind the incident, their fate hangs in the balance. Will it be a medal for surviving the propaganda storm or a one-way ticket to a re-education camp? The punchline: credibility takes the hit in the end. The only casualty here is North Korea's already battered credibility. The destroyer may be unsinkable, but the regime's story sank faster than a lead balloon. So, dear readers, keep your eyes peeled for Pyongyang's next aquatic adventure, and maybe take their tales of valor with a grain of salt. After all, in a land where a dent is a declaration of war, the real damage is to the truth itself.